in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On second down, Gordon once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capital.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ballgame.
Watson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Well, the numbers for Andrews last week. 4 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Four yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. They'll run here with Eckler. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
first and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Jones, throw complete there to Thomas. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Open here, Adam Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Off the bootleg, Jones. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. To play first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the other games going on here around the NFL. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Back to throw again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The final shot before the break. Watson airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, folks, eager to get back. To this Week 4 matchup, we won't put up a fight. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's Eckler again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, trying to get the run game going, this is Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's a throw that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Jones. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jones completes this again to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. They'll swing this out to Fournette. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A handoff to Fournette. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jones now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Vincent Mayowa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Vikings, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.